Hello there, guys. It's AJ at Boxing React. It's been almost a month and a few days since the last time I've made a video. It's been a while, so I've decided to go live. To chat with you guys about the whole boxing scene because I've been off it for quite a while. As I said, there's been a lot of fights that's been set up. There's been the gaming championship in Saudi Arabia. Not to mention Anthony Joshua's upcoming fight, which will be against Dubois in the UK. If I'm not mistaken, it will be on the 21st of September. It will be Anthony Joshua versus Dubois for the IBF World Heavyweight Championship. The IBF was stripped of Usyk, or Usyk basically decided to, uh, you know, relinquish the title and then let Anthony Joshua fight out with Dubois. So, if I'm not mistaken, the fight will be in London, Wembley Stadium, on the 21st of September. That's if they don't change the venue in a few weeks, because they might decide to go with the Saudi Arabia venue in Riyadh rather than Wembley. We'll yet to see and find out. And there's been the KSI fights. He's trying to fight Slim and then Anthony Yard. I think that's his name. So it's a YouTube boxing event, and that's pretty much it. Well, KSI was meant to fight Amir Khan, and then obviously Amir Khan, there was a misunderstanding between the two. Amir Khan wanted more money. KSI obviously wasn't about to offer him that much, so the fight didn't go ahead. So uh, Jake Paul came in. KSI wasn't ready, to accept the fight with Jake Paul yet, because he feels like Jake Paul is still on another level, and then KSI needs to get at least a few fights before he fights Jake Paul. So the boxing scene at the moment, to be honest, is dead. It's not as exciting as it was a few weeks ago, a few months ago. Obviously, when we had the undisputed heavyweight championship between the Gypsy King and Alexander Usyk. Also, Alexander Usyk is no longer undisputed because he had to relinquish the title of the IBF for Dubois, because Usyk wasn't is not prepared, especially after fighting the Gypsy King. He's still tired. He still wants to take time off. That's why it was in best if his interest to relinquish the title and then to give it to Dubois and then let Dubois fight Anthony Joshua. So comment below what you guys think about the upcoming fight with Joshua and Dubois. In my opinion, Dubois is a unit. He's a massive guy. He's not far off from age, only a few. I think it was only 2 centimeters off. Uh, so both big lads. They will fight off at Wembley Stadium for the IBF, and then I'll probably go with Joshua, because Joshua is literally a completely whole different person. He's he transformed himself to be a knockout power once again. The last time we saw Anthony Joshua, the way he was back when he fought. He was named the Klitschko brother, and won at Wembley. So in my opinion, he will possibly knock out Dubois on the 21st of September, but obviously we're going to have to wait and see if that does happen. Dubois does have a chance, but he has no chance in hell of knocking Anthony Joshua. He's a good boxer. He fought well against Usyk. Uh, there's many critics out there who said that punch by Dubois against Usyk was a low punch, but obviously it wasn't, but it was ruled out to be illegal, and then ended up obviously costing him the fight. So he lost the fight. He lost the fight against Usyk, and then we had Usyk move on to fight the Gypsy King. The Gypsy King lost, which only means, basically for Alexander Usyk, he fought every single heavyweight that the UK ever produced in this era, in the 2020 era. So he fought Anthony Joshua, he fought Dubois, He fought the Gypsy King. Well, the last one was the Gypsy King. He lost. Anthony Joshua lost twice. He beat him twice. He fought another champion, which I forgot his name. His name's at the top of my head. He lost. So pretty much Usyk just ironed out the all heavyweights here in Britain, which is to me is shocking. So the rematch between him and Fury was, I think it's in December or November of this year in Saudi Arabia, but it still won't be for the undisputed heavyweight championship because, as I said initially, Usyk he relinquished the IBF title, so he's no longer undisputed. So when he fights Fury at the end of this year, it won't be for the undisputed heavyweight championship. It will be just for the heavyweight championship rather than undisputed. We'll see if that actually does take place, or Fury decides to go ahead and fight someone else beforehand. But obviously, Usyk is obligated to fight Fury because it's clear in the contract, and according to Bob Arum and the other producers on both sides, Fury activated the rematch immediately, and then he basically wanted to fight him straight away. But there's some rules and regulations which has obviously prevented Fury from doing that. Usually, when someone activates the rematch clause between one fight and another, it usually takes at least 2 months. You can fight them within 2 months or 3 months. But in this case, it was actually delayed to 6 months, and some of the Saudi host Turkey Sheikh, he decided to do it December or November, depending on the venues in Saudi. And then we've yet to see both fighters basically go ahead with the date. It's not yet been confirmed. No press conferences has been confirmed. But as I said to you guys, at the moment it's very quiet. In my opinion, the best fight we've had in the last century. I'm talking about the last I'll say 35 years is probably the undisputed fight that we had between Fury and Usyk, and probably nothing will come close to it in this century. As I said. So we'll yet to come and see what will be the outcome of, as I said, Anthony Joshua and Dubois. It will be a close fight, but obviously I'm rooting for Anthony Joshua because he has the upper hand. He has a complete different trainer. He has the previous trainer of Tyson Fury. I forgot his name. It's still on top of my head. You've got him. He has a whole team around him. Nutritionists, chefs, trainers, sparring partners, you name it. But the thing is about Dubois and Anthony Joshua, there's a lot of hate between the two because apparently in 2017, Dubois was the sparring partner of Anthony Joshua, and there was a rumor going around that he knocked AJ out in the sparring sessions. I don't know if you guys seen the face-off between Dubois and Anthony Joshua. It was heated up. Joshua was about to throw hands. He literally got pissed off at Dubois. He said, "You never knocked me out. We only had one sparring session together, and it was back in 2017, which is few years. I think it's about 8 years or so from now. So yeah, there's a lot of animosity between the two. It will be an exciting fight, but it will no longer be as exciting as the undisputed fight that we had with Fury and Usyk. Also, this fight it won't be just for no titles. So that's the thing. Anthony Joshua, if he comes out successful, if he comes out victorious, he will be able to. He will be able to. No worries, thank you. He will be able to basically regain an IBF world title, which is a heavyweight championship, and then he'll be able to move on to fight potentially Usyk once again if Usyk decides to. Obviously, if the fight between Usyk and Fury doesn't go ahead, then there's an option for that to happen, which means we will be able to see potentially Usyk and Anthony Joshua going at it for the third time if Fury is willing to take a pause and then not let the rematch happen in December or November. So So all that depending on the Usyk side and Usyk team. But as I said, if it's, I mean, the rematch clause between Usyk and Fury, it's a serious one. So both sides basically can't just take a leave and then just fight somebody else. So it has to be agreed on both sides. And if one side basically disagrees and moves on, then there's a penalty, and potentially some titles to uh, to vacate. No worries, thank you. So I don't know what you guys think about this whole boxing scene at the moment. For me, it's not as okay. Thank you. It's not as exciting as it used to be. The UFC at the moment is doing way better than boxing. I don't know if you guys agree or not. So, and I do apologize for taking a long break from recording any videos and updating you guys about anything to do with boxing. So do bear with me. I know I've got a busy life. I'm working. I've got many things on my mind at the moment. So please support me, subscribe, comment below, and then I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys whenever I see you again. But it won't be long. I will start recording, and then obviously you make more content about boxing. But I will keep you guys updating, especially with the upcoming fight between Joshua and Dubois. So leave a comment below and let me go. Let me know what you guys think about the boxing now. Thank you very much, and then take care.